Hi guys, today I have someone very special on the channel. Mr. Ahmed Zafar Hayat was one of Pakistan's leading and best amateurs. He plays off a 2 handicap now, and in this video I wanted to show you in Lahore Gymkhana what a 2 handicap player in Pakistan looks like. This is a tough hole to start with on the back 9 in Lahore Gymkhana, a dog-leg left, and what a beautiful shot Mr. Ahmed Zafar hit, favouring his 3-wood right down the centre of the fairway, leaving himself a short approach to the green, hitting his A wedge. He wanted to be closer to the flag. The ball kind of rolls off and the screen doesn't stick, leaving himself this short birdie opportunity, which he misses because of a wrong read. The ball did not come from the right actually. He seems pretty disappointed about it. It was good for pace, but a given par putt to begin with, not a bad start. Another beautifully designed hole, a dog-leg left par 5. It needed a bit of a draw, which Mr. Ahmed made very easily into the center of the fairway. A long drive with his tree in front of his approach shot, so he couldn't go for the green. So he was laying up with his 6 iron, trying to get as close to the green as possible. With this 80-yard chip, his 58-degree wedge goes exactly 80 yards, he was telling me. So this shot was straight for the flag. It was excellent for the line, went slightly over, but second time in a row, a 2 handicap player, this is how they give themselves birdie opportunities. And again, it was a bit of a misread, a little more on the left than he wanted it to be. The disappointment shows in front of you, but it's again another given par putt. I wish I could play like this the first couple of holes when I start my game as well. This is a difficult par 3, 180 yards with bunkers right in front of the green. It needs to be a perfect shot, which obviously we see again right off the flag, perfect for distance. It rolled off a little more, so the ball went a little further, but again a good given putt, an easy par to continue an even par round through the first 3 holes. This is a tough hole because it's absolutely straight and long, so even a little bit of deviation gets you in trouble. This ball was going right and Ahmed Zafar would have found himself in trouble, but a little bit of luck, the ball comes back from the tree on the fairway, and just look at that swing, so smooth, straight for the flag. The ball faded slightly though. It looks like it's near the bunker, but it was actually flag high on the right, so when we got to the green it was right there, and beautiful chipping motion and straight in the pin. He was hoping to make a par, and obviously with the 2 handicap player everything works well for them on the day, and a good birdie to start with. This is the index 1 par 4 in Gymkhana. It wasn't the perfect shot by Mr. Ahmed Zafar. It went slightly low, but the fairways really favor a roll on this particular course, leaving himself a 150-yard shot, which he again pushed it right slightly like the driver on the previous shot as well. It felt like it was in the bunker, but it was slightly over. With the confidence from the 13th green, he was hoping that he'll find himself nearer to the pin. However, this was not the best chip. A long par putt for him. So we've seen good drives, we've seen good iron shots, good wedge game, but the putting has been slightly missing the hole. And with this particular hole, he covers it up by making a long par putt. That's how they remain 2 handicap. The second par 5 on the back 9 in Lahore Gymkhana, and a beautiful drive right in the center of the fairway, exactly where it's supposed to be, a little bit on the right, and you wouldn't get a shot to go 2 on the green. However, the weather was heavy, so a 3-wood was required to get on the green. It just touched the trees right above and went through. Didn't have the kind of distance to get to the green. However, Mr. Ahmed Zafar found himself in the green side bunker. He favored himself to get as close as to the pin as he could. It was a tough shot, and just look at that. We've now seen a clinic of bunker shots as well. So he's shown all aspects of the game with a very short birdie putt. So second birdie of the day, playing 2 under through 6 holes. The third par 5 of the back 9, it plays 37 this back 9. Again, a very solid drive. This is a very gettable 2 on par 5 as well. A very short 200 odd yard shot from here to the green. Mr. Ahmed Zafar was hitting his 5 iron, slightly wanting to fade it on the green for the ball to stop, but it slightly lacked the distance and just jumped off that little hazard. It didn't have any water in it, so the ball bounced back. We didn't know where it went until we went forward, and this is the shot he had for the green. So really, he didn't have a really good shot and access to the green from there. So the ball kind of rolled on over the green, leaving himself a very tough chance to make a par from here. The lie was strange. I was very impressed that it actually even got on the green past the flag. So a long par putt from there. Difficult to make this. Like a little disappointed with being 4 on this par 5 as well. A good putt for a given, but again didn't reach the hole. So Mr. Ahmed Zafar makes the first bogey of his day, playing still 1 under through 7 holes. An extremely short par 3. Again, the weather was heavy, so Mr. Ahmed wanted to hit a 9 iron from here, but it just didn't get the right connection and he found himself in the bunker. So yeah, low handicap players also make these mistakes, but they cover it up with shots like these. Again, he found himself with a very makeable par putt. Again, always giving himself the opportunity to make putts for birdies or for pars. But this putt was not the best putt for the day. Not sure whether it was a misread or lacked pace. However, it kind of went around the lip and unfortunately made the second bogey for the day. A tough 18th hole to end with hazard on the left and a huge tree line on the right. He wanted to fade this ball but faded slightly more, finding himself in these trees with an extremely tough shot to the green. He was just trying to hit it over these branches and fading it onto the green, but the water was in the way. It was too adventurous a shot, and unfortunately because of the lie, he didn't get the connection and found himself in the hazard, so had to take a drop from the penalty area, and from here hitting his pitching wedge, trying to salvage a bogey from here, but the ball was a little right of the flag with a long chance to make a bogey on this hole. He was very disappointed with it. So this is going to be a chance to make his bogey, but with the putting today, it just was not so. Again, another given putt, however, first double bogey of the day. So unfortunately, after a brilliant first 6 holes, the last 3 holes Ahmed Zafar ended up playing 4 over, again ending up playing his handicap at 2 over. I hope you all enjoyed the video of watching a 2 handicap player play.